Buckingham Palace, as we know it today, feels as though it has stood at the centre of London forever, a permanent and unshakable symbol of the British monarchy. Yet, like all great historic buildings, it has a tale of transformation. It began life not as a palace at all, but as Buckingham House, a grand townhouse built in 1703 for the Duke of Buckingham. In 1762, royalty entered the picture. King George III purchased the property for Queen Charlotte. He wanted a private family retreat, away from the formalities of St. James's Palace. The real transformation began under his son, the extravagant George IV. Ascending in 1820, George IV commissioned his favourite architect, John Nash, to remake the house into a palace. Nash, dramatic, the picturesque, added magnificent new wings and created a grand ceremonial courtyard. He lavished money on dazzling interiors, breathtaking opulence designed to impress and to serve as the backdrop for the theatre of monarchy. Queen Victoria's accession in 1837 cemented Buckingham as the principal royal residence. A new east wing enclosed Nash's courtyard and created the public facade we recognise. The east front, completed in 1847, included the central balcony. That balcony changed everything. It gave the monarch a public stage, turning the building into a national monument. One of the most beloved and enduring traditions associated with Buckingham Palace is, of course, the changing of the guard. The soldiers you see with their immaculate scarlet tunics and towering bearskin hats are not actors. They are highly trained, professional soldiers whose primary duty is to protect the sovereign. The ceremony is the formal handover filled with martial music and intricate drill movements. The balcony on the east front has become the world's most famous stage. Think of the jubilant scenes at the end of the Second World War when King George VI and his family appeared alongside Winston Churchill. Or consider the fairy tale moments of royal weddings, the newly married couples stepping out to share a kiss. From coronations to jubilees, the balcony provides the focal point for national joy. During the summer opening, visitors are granted a rare glimpse into the heart of the monarchy. There are 19 staterooms in total, including the throne room, the magnificent ballroom, the largest room in the palace, and the picture gallery, which houses some of the greatest paintings in the royal collection. You can marvel at the exquisite Sèvres porcelain, the priceless French furniture, and the glittering chandeliers that hang from the high ornate ceilings. If you see the royal standard flying high, it means the monarch is inside the palace. During the dark days of the Second World War, London endured the Blitz. Buckingham Palace was not spared. It was struck a total of 9 times. King George VI and his wife, Queen Elizabeth, famously refused to leave London. When a German bomber scored a direct hit on the palace chapel, the Queen famously declared, "I'm glad we have been bombed. It makes me feel I can look the East End in the face." The palace is a vast and complex building containing an astonishing 775 rooms. This includes 19 staterooms, 52 principal bedrooms, 92 offices and 78 bathrooms. The royal household includes hundreds of staff members, from chefs and footmen to conservators who care for the priceless art collection. There are even official positions like a fendersmith responsible for the 300-plus fireplaces and a horological conservator who maintains over 350 clocks and watches. It is a living, breathing institution, a hive of activity working tirelessly behind the scenes to support the functions of the monarchy. Tucked away behind the grand facade lies a hidden treasure. The largest private garden in London, a place of surprising biodiversity, a sanctuary for wildlife, birds, insects, wildflowers. The garden includes a 3-acre lake and over 325 species of wild-growing plants. It is the setting for the royal garden parties, a tradition started by Queen Victoria in the 1860s. Each summer the monarch hosts several events, welcoming thousands of guests. Guests mingle on manicured lawns, enjoy tea and sandwiches with military bands in the background. A typical party consumes about 27,000 cups of tea. Running Buckingham Palace is staggering in scale. Over 800 staff. It functions like a self-contained town. Staff are experts. Florists using garden-grown flowers. Curators conserving priceless art. From a duke's townhouse to the world's most famous royal residence, Buckingham Palace has witnessed centuries of history. Its story is far from over, still the backdrop for the monarchy, where tradition meets modernity. If you enjoyed this glimpse behind the palace doors, please subscribe for more historical adventures.